Today, I want to ask you, have you ever felt overwhelmed and so stressed out you thought you were going to explode like a volcano? I know I have. But we're going to look at how we can overcome those type of emotions and be strong through them. In this fast-paced world we live in, it is really hard to deal with everything that's coming at us all day, every day, and from the outside and the inside, it can become very overwhelming and we can become stressed out. I know I often feel like I'm ready to erupt like a volcano all over everybody and everything around me. But that's not what God wants for us. He has a plan that allows those moments of challenge to become opportunities for growth. In James, we're called to do something that seems extremely impossible. James 1:19-21 tells us to be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger. Okay, when the world's coming at us, that can seem really hard to do. We want to just spew off our responses and what we're feeling in that moment. But when we do that, we often end up saying and doing things that are against God's plan. We end up sinning against God, hurting Him and hurting ourselves, not just the person that we're lashing out at. So, what do we do? How do we handle this instead of lashing out with our voice? Imagine a pressure cooker. When you don't release the steam, it can explode. Well, we're no different. Whenever we've got all of this coming at us, it builds up like a pressure cooker, and if there's no way to get it out, it explodes. But we have a way to get it out. See, we can be quick to listen and whisper to God, help me. Guide me through this situation, so then we don't end up spewing all over those around us. And then James tells us to seek wisdom in our trials. You see, the Bible tells us that we are to count it joy when we face trials. And we're like, what are you talking about? Do you live in the same world I live in, where there's things closing in on me every single day? And God's like, yeah, I created that world. Now, I'm going to use that world to make you more like me. So, how do we do this? How do we count it all joy when we face various trials? We know that those trials are producing character in us. So while it might not be a great thing to walk through, we can see what the end will bring when we focus on what God is doing through the situation. In James 1:5, he tells us that we can ask God for wisdom, and He will give us that wisdom. So when we're facing these difficult situations that we don't know how to handle, if we're quick to hear and slow to speak, then we can take that moment to go before God and say, give me wisdom in how to handle this, so I don't erupt all over everybody. Give me wisdom with the words to say, so I reflect you in how I handle the situation, Lord. That is the key to maintaining during stressful, overwhelming times. I know it's something I have to work on. If it's something you need to work on, drop me a comment below. Tell me how you're going to work on that this week. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.